And so this meditation is to support us when we are feeling emotions that challenge us and potentially sabotage us, or invite us to feel critical to ourselves, or to pull away from the things or the people that might help us. And we start this meditation by finding a comfortable place where we can sit or lie down, where we feel confident that we won't be disturbed for a short amount of time, and there will be quiet around us. And once in that place, I invite you to close your eyes or to fix your gaze on a place in front of you which is not stimulating, but will allow you to zone out of what you're looking at and to really think and notice and experience your inner world. And from here, I really invite you to shift your attention to your body, to the breath in your body. Our breath and the experience of breathing is not only our source of life, but is highly capable of communicating to us our current experience. Our breathing often shifts in speed, in how deep we breathe, as a response to how we feel and how we're carrying our emotions through the day. We don't need to try and interpret our breathing or to diagnose ourselves. We simply need to learn how to notice our breath, how to observe what our body says to us moment to moment as we take breaths, and as the experience of breathing shifts in response to our experience of ourselves and the worlds we live in. And so spend some time simply watching and noticing the experience of breathing, but trying not to be pulled towards controlling our breathing or interpreting what it might be saying. Simply noticing that we are breathing and that we can trust that breathing will always occur. Our body is looking after us, and sometimes we can look after our body by paying attention to its experience. Now I'd like you to move your attention to what you are holding now, whether that's a thought, a negative thought perhaps, or an emotion that is challenging, perhaps an emotion that is exhausting or pushing you to act in a way you would not like to, or an emotion that feels very unwelcome and potentially attacking or sabotaging. And also perhaps a feeling in your body. For some of us, we find it very difficult to notice what we are thinking and what we are feeling emotionally because we've spent a great amount of time trying not to notice these things. But our body very rarely is able to truly mask our realities, and so we might notice tension in our body. We might notice tense hands, or tense shoulders, or a tense neck, or tense breathing, or even pains in our bodies, headaches and stomach aches. And the invitation to notice these feelings is not an invitation for us to suffer. It is not an invitation for us to observe that our bodies are holding tension or pain, or that our emotions are fixed in a negative space, or that our thinking is struggling to be positive. We are simply inviting ourselves to see where we have a need for us to turn up for ourselves, to be kind, and to offer love and support to ourselves. Because learning to observe our own needs and to identify that we sometimes need compassion rather than frustration or disappointment or sadness or avoidance is a critical step towards developing self-worth and self-love, and a very critical step for us in being able to live on our own and not to seek help from others so much that we let the wrong people in. So just noticing in ourselves these areas of discomfort and struggle, and recognizing that they are to be expected, because we are in our lives in an area and a time where struggle is defining us. We are escaping and we are building our futures. And this takes effort, and it requires us to face into challenge in a way we may feel unprepared for, or maybe even incapable of if we've lost that confidence in ourselves. And as difficult as it might sound, looking into these challenges inside ourselves, these areas of discomfort, we are doing this with acceptance. We are accepting that this is our experience, and it's probably justified. It probably connects to how difficult life is for us. And that by recognizing this, we can invite ourselves to be kind, to think about what we could give to ourselves in this moment that might alleviate the discomfort just a little. And what we might give to people in discomfort is sympathy, reassurance, empathy, kindness, and love. And for us, that means realizing the discomfort is real, realizing we need things when we're in discomfort and we should spend time thinking about what we need, but also reassuring ourselves that this is an experience many other people have had, and many people have got past and have gone on to experience love and freedom without this discomfort. And committing ourselves in a compassionate and loving way, recognizing the gift we're giving to ourselves, that we are going to commit to doing the work to also alleviate and soothe this discomfort in us and start to experience true love and freedom in our lives. And in this meditation, simply inviting ourselves to notice and to offer reassurance. So spend some time now just noticing any discomfort, whether it's emotional or in your thoughts or in your body, and responding to that with kind words and reassurance about what you're going to achieve for yourself in the future. return your attention to your breath and simply notice where your thinking and your attention has ended at the end of this meditation. It may have drifted, it may have become critical and judgmental, or it may have maintained and nurtured some self-compassionate feelings and emotions. It really doesn't matter which experience you had, because all that matters is you spent time trying to accept and trying to invite a self-compassionate response, which for many of us is incredibly difficult when we start on this journey. So just as we did in the meditation, we leave this meditation accepting whatever experience we had, whatever challenge this exercise brought, and realizing that all this tells us is we have huge needs to look after ourselves, and we must develop a commitment to doing the work to arrive at a place where being self-compassionate starts to feel easy. It will take time, but you have time, and you're worth it. And so opening your eyes and returning to your day, accepting whatever this meditation brought, and committing to yourself to continuing to do such work into the future, because many of those you have before you have gone on to experience the benefits. Good luck.